If you're looking to invest your money in 2026, a lot of finance YouTubers and content creators will tell you to just put your money into an S&P 500 ETF. I want to give you a different perspective. This is particularly because in 2025, the S&P 500 really underperformed compared to other global stock indexes. I have my notes here, and what we're going to do is compare the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq to other global stock indexes that you may or may not have heard of. So the S&P 500 gave a respectable but nothing flashy 16.5% return year to date for the entirety of 2025. And I say respectable because if you see the numbers for other stock indexes, you will be amazed. And I hope it would get you to start thinking about investing into other markets. So like I said, the S&P 500 16.5%, the Dow Jones returned 13.4%, the Nasdaq returned 20.5%, London, the FTSE 100 returned 20%. And it doesn't have the big tech stocks such as the Google, the Nvidia, the Microsoft, etc. But it still returned 20%. The Europe's DAX 40, DAX 40 returned 20%. And even Nigeria's NGX All Stock Index returned 40% in one single year. Asia went insane with their returns. Japan's Nikkei 225 returned 28%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index returned 31%, and South Korea's Kospi, wait for it, South Korea's Kospi Index returned a whopping 76%. So I hope these returns, or I hope these numbers get you to start thinking into 2026 about not just investing into the S&P 500, but investing worldwide. A personal anecdote for me is the fact that my Nancy Pelosi pie on Trading 212 initially gave me 35% returns, but at the end of the year, it gave me a loss of 0.3%, while my UK-based dividend pie gave me a return of over 15% for the year. As such, and this is clearly not financial advice, I really think that you should look to divesting away from the US stock market, because these returns would most likely happen again as the companies within these indexes would start to integrate AI and would start to see a lot of push and would start to integrate AI and see a lot of investments within them. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching.